Hi, this is Dave with the RH Acrylic Creation. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of work with my pouring medium. My three elements for this one are listed here. What you're going to be looking for is a deep base. This is what they mix the darkest colors with. Here you see Infinity, Behr 8300, and Josonia Varnish. So I've got two parts of the Infinity, one part of the Behr 8300, and one part of the Josonia Varnish. Okay, so you're going to see here that these base 3 or base C or whatever the darkest colored base that they use to tint their darkest colors, that's what you want. So if you aren't able to get the Infinity or the Behr 8300, you can look for that with your paint people. Or I get this at the Infinity at Lowe's. Now you're going to see that I have two parts of this, and it's extremely thick. I mean, I want you to take a look at how thick this is. But see, not all cans are the same. This can was particularly thick. When I opened it up, I was actually a little bit shocked because it's closer to what I deal with the Behr 8300. Now, I've had cans that have been thin enough that the Behr 8300 was very much necessary in order to thin it down a little bit, because the Behr 8300 is always like the consistency of high-fat yogurt or honey that's been sitting at a little cooler than room temperature. So those two parts are in. And I'm going to put the Behr 8300 next. And this is one part. Now look how thick this is. I mean, I had to get because it was not coming out. So I had to grab my mixing tool and scrape this out. The Behr 8300 I get it at Home Depot. And it is not available at all Home Depots across the United States. So you really kind of have to look. So my guide here is more to give you what you should be looking for, not so much as this is the right one. In fact, I have two pouring mediums that I use. And I was going to show you the other one, but unfortunately when I went to look at my the can that I had just purchased, and I purchased the incorrect can. So this is the one I have because this is what I have the supplies for. They both work extremely well. Now you're going to see that this pouring medium here is too thick to work with. So I'm adding the Josonia Varnish, which you can see there it's just a little thicker than, it's a fluid. So it's going to thin this down enough that it'll make a good consistency. And that's the important thing. You need to look at the consistency. Give this a good mix. You're going to notice I mixed each one of the components separately into each other so that I started with, I didn't have to work as hard, and I could see where I was at. Now, Josonia is available at Dick Blick or Jerry's Artorama, or you can go directly to Josonia website and they sell it there also. I've not worked with another varnish quite as good as the Josonia. Each one of these are as deep a base as I can get. The Josonia dries absolutely clear. The Behr 8300 has a little bit of a milky surface to it. And the Infinity, of the two, between Behr and Infinity, it's the clearer of the two. So that's all there is to this pouring medium. I'm hoping this has been useful for you. Again, this is an experiential. It's very personal with people, what they like and the consistencies they like to work with. This is what I do, and you can see the consistency that I had there. I'm hoping that you're finding this useful. And if so, if you could give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell for notifications of future videos that I'll put out. It's my goal to put out at least 2 per week, and I'm hoping that you're really enjoying them and finding them useful. Thanks for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.